the middle. Here's Dunn, and the layup's good off the glass.
Strong move with a nice power move. I like that one.
Here's Clutch. You might have seen the news for this. He is the newest member of Team Jordan as he signed a marketing deal.
And I heard that it was a conversation with Jackson Ellis that actually helped push him in that direction. Just a great moment for him as a player, Kevin.
So it's Philadelphia now after the missed three from Clutch. Webb the pass to Embiid. Shot is blocked. On the basket by Jones. Jones has got his first points of the night. Minnesota with the ball. Here's Clutch. Sinks the three-pointer.
And a lot of times his first quarter seems to dictate how big of a role he plays later on, and he's off to the good start.
A moment to check in with Doris Burke. Doris?
I was able to catch up with the head coach for Philadelphia. The pregame speech wasn't much, as he told me his team is pumped enough to get the NBA Finals underway as it is. He said the only thing he told them was that this is what they've fought for all year, and if they want it, go out and take it. Guys?
Thanks, Doris. Here's Clutch after the Sixers pick up two. It's hauled in by Dunn. There's the pass to Wolf. He kicks it to Embiid. Pass to Wolf. Misses off the left iron. Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. The shot's good from Clutch. Webb with it. Can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. There's the screen. Here's Clutch. And another three for Minnesota.
He's having quite the quarter here, guys. I mean, shooting the ball extremely well.
The 76ers trail by 5. Now, here is Webb. And here's Jones. Passes it to Wolf. Gets a very good look and converts.
It's going to be tough for the defense today. If he's got his A game rolling here tonight, we'll see.
Here's Clutch. 9 points in the game so far. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That is his first foul of the game.
Great defense. He anticipated the play and got there first.
Yeah, I think he got there in time. Nice play.
Yeah.
Dialed in from long range. I like it.
Subbed in for Dunn. Anthony Bennett's checked in for Minnesota. Teams changing it up here. Here's Wolf. With the second effort. Misses the layup. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Timberwolves on top, up by 9. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter.
It's the NBA Finals, Game 2. The Minnesota Timberwolves take on the Philadelphia 76ers. More NBA this Tuesday.
And we welcome you back to our presentation of Game 1. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
Just the start they wanted to this game. Solid offense. They got good ball movement. Established a nice rhythm.
Yeah, not stagnant at all. Free-flowing and fluid at the offensive end.
So on the floor for Minnesota, Clutch, he's in at shooting guard. Bennett is out there with Irving. Then it's Ricky Rubio. And it's Bellamy in at the center, filling out the middle.
The three-pointer has been his best weapon here today, no question.
The D has been all mixed up, confused, bamboozled, allowing him way too much space.
Harris, right side. This one for three. Minnesota with the rebound. And now the Timberwolves on the break. The three. It's in from long range. One more from Clutch. Clutch has got 15 points.
That's now a dozen straight points coming off wide open three-pointers.
You know what it looks like to me out there, guys? I mean, it looks like all-star weekend out there. We know how much defense is played there. It's actually offense during the all-star weekend, no D.
Clock at 6. Harris passes to Wolf, and that one is good. 8 points for him.
Well, he wasn't fazed at all by the bigger man on him, and on the low block, I thought he might be.
You know, Steve, I thought maybe he'd prefer to bring him out to the perimeter, but whatever works, go to it.
That's good.
They have to box out better than that. I mean, that putback is just another example of the difference between these two teams today.
Harris outside. Pick up by Hill. Here's Wolf. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Irving's got his third rebound tonight.
More often than not today, those shots have not dropped for him.
No good from Clutch. The 76ers trail by 15. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Hi, Kevin. Clutch in their last time out against the Thunder, boy, was he tremendous. He finished with 42 points and was just on point from deep, sinking what seemed to be an endless stream of threes. It was just a strong game from him in what was the final game of the series. No bigger moment to come through, guys.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified, Clark.
Well, I know this opponent should be terrified because there's a good chance the momentum he gathered that night carries right over into this game.
Well, some of it will carry over. That's inevitable. It's just a matter of how much.
The 76ers have gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. Kicks it to Moncrief. Here's Hill. Again, Philadelphia.
Really did a nice job recognizing the mismatch that he had and immediately cashing in with that mid-range jumper.
Rubio, the pass to Clutch. From deep three-point range. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound.
Not sure about that one, guys. That was really deep, especially for him. He's not a great shooter from out there.
Not sure what he was thinking about there.
Outside Hill. They get a hand on it. And now the Timberwolves on the break. There's the lob to the hoop. And Bennett throws it down.
Beautiful work in the transition game.
That's how to do it. Attack early before the defense can get itself set.
Harris outside. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Embiid. Minnesota also with the sub. Clutch, he's checked in for Ricky Rubio. Timberwolves leading by 16. Here's Clutch. He's got 18. Down low. Here's Wiggins. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Wiggins has got 6.
Well, it's kind of been the story here today, hasn't it, Clark?
76ers have gone 4 of 6 from the field here in the second. And here we go. For the finish, the big dunk at the end of the break.
And once he took off, it looked like the defense just had no interest in getting in his way.
That's one where you just give up the 2 points and move on.
Harris outside. There's 1:26 left now here in the second. Jones sets the pick for Harris. Shot clock at 6. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in.
Well, it was a dismal start from the field for them in the first quarter, but they're finally starting to turn it around.
Well, I don't think it could have gotten any worse, partner. I mean, you figure they had all their bad misses out of the way and should be good to go now.
First team foul.
1:05 left in the first half.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce back.
Minnesota leading by 16. Bean passes to Clutch. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Clutch has got 23. Well, with that last huddle, you could see the coach was addressing how they were going to make a tactical adjustment.
And after the coach does something like that, it's on the players now to lock in and follow the lead and execute. If they don't, then the coach will put them on the pound.
Whoa! Boy, that was a violent throw down there.
You're telling me.
Well, you know when he goes up with both hands, it's going to go down hard.
From deep, Kenneth Fareed grabs the board. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Harris outside. There's 18 seconds left here in the second. Here's Dunn. No good with the triple. Now here's Plumlee. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Out of bounds, Philadelphia takes possession.
Boy, just a brain cramp, guys. I mean, that should have been the simplest of exchanges.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
I have no idea why he was fouling there.
And even the foul, I mean, you can't be wrapping guys up like that. I mean, it just doesn't make any sense. That's a meaningless play.
And so he makes both from the line.
There's not a lot you can say that hasn't been said before about his skill at the charity stripe.
3 from the inbound, and it would have counted had it fallen, but it's offline. And we finished one half of basketball. Timberwolves lead by 15. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports.
All right, guys, let's focus for a few minutes. We've earned the chance to be here, but we've got a job to do.
That's one of the best halves of offensive basketball we could have asked for. Great movement, great passing, great everything. They've got no idea how to deal with us. The guys I will give credit to are the guys who came off the bench and gave us the scoring pop we needed. And I don't want us moving things along too quickly to start the third quarter. A casual tempo will suit us just fine right now.
Don't forget how hard you all worked to be here in the finals.
To our presentation of the NBA Finals as we get going again.
And what a tremendous game for Clutch. He has 23 points, and he's buried a ton of three-pointers in this game, too.
Yeah, it's hard to keep track of just how many of those he's hit.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the 76ers, Terrence Jones out there with Embiid. Then there's Webb. And it's Wolf in at the 2. And so it looks like the 76ers will retain possession here. Here are the NBA's top scorers during this postseason as shown on the 2K leaderboard. And you look at Clutch, leading the league in points per game. Such a great player. Plenty of space. No good off the back of the rim.
I thought he'd make that one. I mean, that's his range, and the defense nowhere to be seen.
And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. He misses the free throw. And he's good on the second. The 76ers trail by 19. Webb kicks to Jones. Feeds it to Webb. Philadelphia moving the ball around. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple. That is good. 5 points in the game.
He can be a forgotten man in their offense sometimes, but the defense still needs to keep an eye on him.
Here's Clutch. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. And the Timberwolves lead by 19. The 76ers shooting reasonably well, 45%. And there's the foul. It's on Clutch. That's his third foul of the game.
That's his third personal foul. First team foul. Timeout for the 76ers. Ladies and gentlemen, your Sixers dancers. One more time.
Here's Webb. Shot from the inbound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
At the line for your 76ers.
And that one falls for Webb.
2 shots.
And so Webb nails both of them. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. From deep, and it finds the net. Another three-point hit from Clutch. Clutch has got 10 points in the quarter.
These defenders are putting up very little resistance to the three-point shot.
And it's killing them. That's 4 of the last 5 baskets they've allowed have been three-pointers.
Embiid, the pass to Wolf, and there's the rejection.
And the rebounding numbers don't actually tell the whole story. I mean, they're barely ahead in that category, but when they've needed them, they've gotten them. They've really battled hard.
It's their work on the glass, Steve, that's prevented any kind of momentum swing.
Ball's knocked loose. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Clutch. No good off the front iron.
Boy, there was no hand in his face right there. I thought for sure he was going to knock that down.
Anthony Bennett's checked in for Minnesota. Ricky Rubio.
That's the way to shoot the rock.
Third team foul.
Philadelphia will go for a different look here. Jordan Hill, he's checked in for Embiid. Kenneth Faried comes in for Jones. Moncrief, he's checked in for Dunn. And Harris subbed in for Webb. 50 seconds left in the third. Irving attacking. 6 to shoot. Levine. Here's Bennett. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. Bennett's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, he crashed the boards with purpose right there. Well-deserved second chance points for him.
Webb's checked in for Moncrief. Clutch, he's checked in for Minnesota. The 76ers trail by 17. We've got 33 seconds left in the third quarter. And Hill has it in the corner. To the left wing. Harris kicks to Webb. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession.
He tried to shoehorn along the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds. Pretty good defense there to force the turnover.
Mason Plumlee's checked in for the Timberwolves. The pass to Clutch. Up in time. Drilled it just as the horn sound.
The eye of the tiger there.